Hey guys, Gurpal here, back with a new video on fork overhaul. As you can see, this is my FZ25 and the right fork has some oil leaks, and I'm going to open this fork and going to repair it. However, I'm going to show you the video for removal of my friend's FZ25 which I have worked recently, and this is his bike, and his left fork is leaking oil, and we are going to open it and then we'll show you guys how to repair it. Use 10 mm ring spanner or a T-spanner to remove this caliper hose bolt, and use 12 mm T-spanner or a ring spanner to remove these two caliper bolts. Use 17 mm spanner to hold the axle and 22 mm on the other side and remove the nut. Tap it and then pull it out. And then remove the wheel. Don't worry, your bike will not fall.
क्यों उसका वेट रहता है ना, वेट तूने हटा दिया, आगे गलती हो गई, डिजाइन ही ऐसे होता है, ये हटेगा तो और हल्का जाएगा.
Using 4 mm Allen key, remove this mudguard screw on the both side and use 10 mm ring spanner to remove this bolt. Pull the mudguard out. Now loose this top bolt using 10 mm T-spanner or a ring spanner. Just loose it up, don't remove it completely. Remove this cap. Use 14 mm to loosen this pinch bolt. Just loose it and then pull the fork down and then tighten it again. We are doing this to just loosen up this cap. Use the 22 mm ring spanner or a socket and loose this cap. And then loose this pinch bolt and pull the fork out from the body. You will not able to remove this top bolt without loosening it up in the pinch bolt. You need to follow the same when you are going to install it back. Remove this cap and pull the fork down and remove this collar. Drain the oil. There was a washer which has fallen down in the oil. I will remove it later. This is the spring. Push the fork back and forth to remove even more oil. Do this with another fork as well. Remove this top cover, pull the fork down, remove the collar and drain the oil. Push it back and forth. Now we don't need this anymore. Keep it aside. Now you need this T handle to remove the fork piston. Insert it inside and make sure it has fitted correctly. I am making sure it has fitted correctly. This is the fork pipe. Here we have dust seal. This is the fork bottom, and inside we have the fork piston. Now hold this T with your legs and use the 8 mm Allen key to remove the bolt from the bottom. It's very tight, we need to tap it so that it may open. It's very tight. Way too fucking tight. So using this wall and
a lot of power. I've been able to open this bolt. It was very tight.
When I removed it, I found that the company has used the thread locker to fix this bolt.
Okay. This is the fork piston, and we have the rebound screen, and we have rebound spring inside here.
This is the fork piston and this is how it fits inside. Remove the dust seal using the small thin screwdriver. You just need to push it up and then pull it out. We are going to reuse this, do not throw it. Now here we have the oil seal lock inside. While removing this lock, make sure you do not damage your fork pipe.
Carefully remove this lock like so. This is the rebound spring which goes inside. I will show you guys while fitting.
Here we have oil seal inside. Now all you need to do is just pull this fork pipe outside and the oil seal will come out automatically. This is designed like that. Now you can see the oil seal has came out. There is a washer and a collar. Keep it aside. Now there is one more thing inside the fork bottom. Here it is.
Now we have fully disassembled the one fork, and now I will disassemble the another one, and we'll wash it both of them with a diesel, and then we will fit it back.
Can I help you?
Yeah, help me.
Everything is dried up. Now it's time to assemble everything. This is the fork piston, and first we will insert the rebound spring and then we'll insert it into the fork pipe. Let's go into the fork pipe. This is the collar. Put it into the fork bottom. Use the T and the 8 mm Allen key to fix the bolt. Tight it completely. Now we will install this ring, then washer, then we'll install this oil seal, then a lock, and then the dust seal. I'm applying grease on the ring to avoid dry installation. Insert it in the fork pipe, and now this is the oil seal driver. You can't install this without this oil seal driver. Using this, tap the ring inside. Tap it until you find it completely seat inside. Now this side of the oil seal will face down and this will face up. Here is something is written there, some kind of numbers. This portion will face up. This will be down. There are narrow marks given here on the down which will be face downwards. It will be installed like this. I'm applying the grease on the edges to avoid dry installation. And a fork oil on inside to avoid dry sliding. Insert it into the fork pipe carefully and pull downwards. Now pull upwards, and here you will see some dust. Clean it up. Repeat this 2-3 times until you found it clean, because we don't want any dust to go inside. Now using the same oil seal driver, tap this oil seal downwards and then tap it until the oil seal seats on its seat. Then install the lock. You just need to push it and the lock will install, and then install the dust seal. Make sure there is no dust inside. Just push it and it will fit in its position. Now it's time to pour the fork oil. You need 469 ml of fork oil. I am using Endurance fork oil. It comes in 160 ml per bottle. You can use any oil, Motul, Licky Moly, whatever you want, but I'm using Endurance fork oil because it's best. Pour it 469 ml of oil inside. Then hold the fork and pump it up and down at least 10 times. We do this to remove any air in the bottom. Pump it at least 10 times. I pump it 15 to 20 times. This makes sure that the oil has reached the bottom completely and there is no air in the bottom. If you don't perform this, your fork will not perform as good as it should be. Now after doing that, insert the spring inside and then the washer and a collar. Apply some oil on the cap o-ring. Pull the fork up. Install this, what we call it, I don't know, a cap, a washer, and then install the cap. You need to push it a little bit and then rotate it at the same time for the threads to catch. Rotate it with the tool, and you need to follow the same procedure as we have done it at the time of opening. Use the same pinch bolt and then tight the fork cap. You can press and check it if you want it. Now this fork overhaul has been completed. It's same for both the forks. You can interchange the internal parts without any issue. It's ready to be fit on the bike and it will perform as like stock. Now if you have the bent fork, you need to check the fork pipe on a flat surface to see if it's bent. Now this is all in this video. Hit the like button to appreciate my efforts. I will see you in the next video. Take care, bye bye.
Oh shit, टूटना ही था ये, वो लग ही रहा था. Shit,
ये टूटना ही था.